Okay, this is Andy Graham of the Ask Andy Show. I'm in the Jardín Escondido. I'll do it. I just talked with the owner and I was making a laugh. I'm actually in this thing. There's kind of a garden. Jardín Escondido. Jardín, it means like hidden garden in English. But this is Ask Andy Show, and I've traveled nonstop for 16 plus years and went 90 to 90 countries. And I'm hiding in the hotel because it's so cold today. Okay. Tim K. asks, does it matter overseas if you have a debit card versus a credit card? I have a debit card from PNC Bank in the United States, and it makes no difference. It's a Visa card. It actually, sometimes I have to, choose the credit card function instead of the debit card function to get it to work on buying stuff online or using it. But I never use a debit card outside the United States to pay for things. I only use it for the ATM machine, and then I take out money. Obviously, if you're on a budget where you're staying in $100 a night hotels, this is not going to work. Now, one thing nice even about a debit card is that if you're paying something with your debit card, it will go beyond the daily maximum. I mean, you got a daily maximum of, say, $500 on a debit card. And it's also coordinated with the country. So if the country is only $300, even though you got a $500 at home, it don't matter. You could only get $300 out of certain machines. I don't find there to be any difference. Now, saying that, I just met a Russian guy the other day that couldn't get his debit card to work, and because he's supposed to tell the country that he was leaving. This is a point-by-point card situation. This is why you need two different cards from two different banks or whatever always, and you can't really have one, because if you have one and your card didn't work or it got shut off, you're out of money, right? And very few people carry money, traveler's checks anymore. And so, I mean, traveler checks are hard to cash. So what you want to do is okay, you just gave me a key to something. I think it's a key to the gate. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to pay. You want to use your credit card. You got to basically talk with the bank. Now, really, what I would do, even though I talk to the bank, I would go to customer service in 3 or 4 branches of the same bank and ask the same question, because they will tell you about anything. And when you get here, when it don't work, and try to get them to call upstairs, right? Upstairs to somebody that knows. Everybody will give you an answer, and there's no oversight. They're basically, unless they know you're going to come and really scream at them. But nobody uses money. It's really hard to use cashier's checks anymore. These traveler's checks, right? Those aren't used. Everybody uses an ATM, or they use their credit card to pay for their bill at the hotel. If you are going to use your credit card to pay for it, I really advise using it only for the hotel and nothing else, because basically it's so easy to steal your money. If I have a copy of your credit card, I can steal everything you got. And why would you give it to a country that basically they say the police are corrupt, the country's corrupt, but people, they just have a habit of doing it in America, so they do it over here. Don't pay for small bills. Go to the ATM machine. The ATM machines I've never really had problems with. And even if the ATM machine doesn't give you the money, there's a way to report it, and they'll actually reimburse you for if the machine's broken. It's not a universal thing where it has to balance internationally. All the balance sheets have to do it. But so the answer is, Tim, is there a difference? It's according to your card, and you're going. And again, what I would do if I had a card and a new one. I have 3 of them with me. I actually have a PayPal account that I'm not brave enough to even use that one, because PayPal shuts me off on anything, right? And I have a credit union one. The credit union ones really shut me off all the time real easy. If you ever take a card and you put it into the machine more than 2 times and try to put in a number, they may shut the card off back in the United States or Europe, wherever you're at. So you can only try 1 time, 2 times. And any mistakes, just walk away and come back later, do a different machine or whatever, because that's how, They won't let you practice. You know, if you don't know your number, you don't use the machine. But is there a difference? My solution to this whole thing is you get the card, get 2 or 3 cards, debit cards. You don't really want a credit card because those things can thing, but they do have this insurance on credit cards, right? But what you want to do is you want to take that debit card, go to the bank, to the customer service person, ask them if you can use it overseas, do you need to report, whatever. If they actually tell you that you need to report, you really don't want that card, because no amount of reporting gets all the computers to propagate around the planet. So if they say no, then you try to go to another bank and ask the same bank, customer service, and ask them, will this thing work anywhere on the planet? If they say yes, because there's some countries, a lot of countries, like if you're in Thailand, it will only be a Thailand bank. So like I was going to get a bank account in Dominican Republic, but it would only work in Dominican Republic. So I take it outside the United States. I couldn't take my money out of my account internationally. And a lot of countries, ATM cards are only for one country. But again, what you do is you walk into the bank and ask them for a debit card, and then you say, can I use this anywhere without a problem, or do I have to report it or something like that? Then go to another bank, the exact same bank at a different branch, and I would do that 3 or 4 times, because running out of money is a serious thing, and it's not a game. And if you're just willing to trust one person telling you that you can use your card anywhere on the planet, you're in trouble. You're just not being savvy. Don't, unless that person personally travels all around the planet, anywhere and everywhere like me, they can't say. And I only can know one card. I know the PNC card, PNC Bank. I know that I can get on their website and they don't shut me off, and I also to check my balances and stuff, and I also can use their ATM card without ever talking to them. That's the only bank I can actually testify. I know a person right here that has like a Schwab account or something, and he can't get money transferred, and he was trying to get a PayPal account hooked up to it. Trying to be clever to save money, and ends up being so he can't function. And he's trying to get me to transfer $300 to somebody else with my PayPal account, but he can't even get the money out to give to me. So, you know, a lot of these things are Charlie Foxtrots, guys. You got to find, but the redundancy thing is to have maybe 3 of them. If you're older, you might want 3 cards, and then when you store them in your backpack, you need to put them in different places. You don't want to have all of them in your billfold. That's a wanker way out. Okay, Andy Graham, Ask Andy Show. We can